Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Jason, I guess your Solid Rock is there by the new high school, right? Or the new West Clermont? Is that Solid Rock there on Clough or on Blockbuster?
No, we're from Hopper Hill.
Hopper Hill.
Hopper Hill, okay, okay.
Right off the highway, past exit 65, East Mount Avenue, you'll see us there on the right as you're heading south.
Where Faith Promises used to be, right? Is that right? Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday church services, what time?
10:30.
Good,
And Thursday nights at 7.
good. Yeah. Thanks for coming out.
I'll be the guy on the stage.
Appreciate it. Good morning. We got the regular session today, July 26, 2017. We'll start with the consent agenda, which was sent out to the commissioners late last week. We've had a chance to review and inquire. If there's any other questions, we can table an item, discuss it later, or we can entertain a motion. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as shown.
I move that we approve the consent agenda as in our agenda.
Second.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Kane.
Yes.
Mr. Google.
Yes. And flipping over to page 5, we have the non-consent agenda, item 12, to pay our bills, resolution 119-17, in the amount of $1,757,855.99. Can we get a motion to pay our bills?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Kane.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Google.
Yes. Secondly, we've got resolution 120-17 to pay bills in the amount of $46.22. Can I get a motion to that effect?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Google.
Yes.
Mr. Kane.
Abstain.
Item 14, Suki Sheets.
Good morning, Suki Sheets with the Office of Management and Budget. Item 14 is a recommendation to authorize the board to execute an Ohio Public Works Commission project grant agreement. This is for the new grant awarded by OPWC for the Newtonsville wastewater collection system. It's going to be coded grant number CJ16U. It's in the amount of $1 million. Lyle discussed this last week as one of the many sources of funds that we have for the Newtonsville project. We need to get this executed and back to the state.
Okay. Can we get a motion then to execute an Ohio Public Works Commission public grant agreement for OPWC public project grant control number CJ16U between the county and the state of Ohio as referenced in item 14.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Kane.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Google.
Yes.
Thanks, Suki.
Item 15, Brandon, good morning.
Good morning. Brandon Hepner, ISD Director. It's a recommendation of myself with concurrence of Stephen H. Raybolt, County Commissioner, to execute extension number 3 to contract for services for multiple telecommunication, voice, and data transport services by and between the Board of County Commissioners and Cincinnati Bell Telephone Company. Previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 7/24/12 and subsequently extended by the Board of County Commissioners on 7/27/15 and 7/27/16 for an additional 1-year period effective 8/1 of 2017 through 7/31 of 2018 in conjunction with the detailed cost sheet attached thereto and made part thereof of an estimated annual cost of $236,348.40 pursuant to and in compliance with Article 15 of and the aforestated contract for voice and data transport services and the referenced extension therefore with all the terms and conditions thereof to remain in full force and effect and contingent upon the release of purchase order required therefore in concert with requisition numbers 3756-00, 3757-00 dated 5/22/17 relative thereto. This is for for services only. Has very little to do with our phone system itself. The transport services include the high-speed internet, Zoomtown business lines, T1s, trunks, connectivity between our PBXs, the Centrix lines, and dial tone.
I guess we are still hooked to Cincinnati Bell. We can't avoid that completely.
That's correct.
Yeah.
This is the last year of this contract. Yeah, we will be.
Renegotiate.
Yep.
Okay, can we get a motion then to execute extension number 3 to the contract for services for multiple communications, voice and data transport services with Cincinnati Bell Telephone Company in conjunction with the detailed cost sheet attached with the contingencies referenced in item 15.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes. Thanks, Brandon. Item 16, Mr. Rabel, do you want to read that one?
Item 16 is a recommendation of Pat Marner, County Engineer, with my concurrence to execute record plat number 629-3006 for the following subdivision and further execute the performance maintenance bonds as well as the performance bond for sidewalks as surety for the same relative to the construction of the below listed street. This is in the Woodbury Glen subdivision, section 6, Batavia Township. Performance bond, maintenance bond is $27,000 and $10,000 respectively. Performance bond for sidewalks $32,800.
We get a motion then to execute record plat 629-3006 as referenced in the table in item 16.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes. Item 17.
Hi,
Morning, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Police Court Adult Probation Department, and I am here with the concurrence of Mr. Rabel to execute a subsidy grant agreement for the community-based corrections programs between the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas and the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction. This grant is the Community Corrections Act 407 non-residential felony grant relative to the prison diversion programs entitled Intensive Supervision Probation and Non-Support Success Through Employment Program. For and on behalf of the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas Adult Probation Department as the designated implementing agency in the amount of $479,263 with no local match. And this is effective for the period of July 1 of 2017 through June 30th of 2019, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein, and in concert with the grant application for funding submitted online on May 26, 2017 by my department, with said grant application hereby acknowledged by the Board of County Commissioners.
We've had this many years, of course, I guess.
Yes, the intensive supervision grant we've had since 1990, and the felony non-support part of that grant we've had since 2007. We were notified by ODRC that we were going to get a 20% cut in that grant, so the numbers reflect a 20% cut. However, we were later notified that we would be receiving that 20%, in fact, later as an addendum. So we will be getting the additional 20% back sometime at the end of the first quarter of the grant. And the other change, which is the first time since the grant has been in existence, it is now a 2-year grant instead of a 1-year grant. So this is for fiscal year 18 and 19.
Great.
So when you get the additional money, it's going to come back before us? Is that the plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Can we get a motion then to execute a subsidy grant agreement for the community-based corrections program between the county and the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, Division of Parole and Community Services, as referenced in item 17.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Joe, morning.
How are you?
Good, good.
My name's Joe Ellison. I'm with the municipal court. I also have a grant, same as Julie, and ours is municipal court adult probation with concurrence with Stephen H. Rabel. And it is a grant with the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections for municipal court for jail diversion for jail diversion program for standard probation for Clermont County Municipal Court in the amount of $232,428. It starts 7/1/2017 through 6/30/2019. It's a 2-year grant, and the same as Julie Fry stated, there's a 20% reduction, and there should be an addendum to be included in that. So we should get the full amount.
So just a quick question between Julie and yourself, Joe. These grants we're getting of the 88 counties, not everybody qualifies, you got to fill out the grant, but are we unique that we can get so much from grants? I mean,
Well, we've done, I think very well. I think Julie works very well with prison diversions. We work well with municipal court, and all counties do get funding or different amounts of funding if they apply. We've always been, I think, very lucky with our grants, and we certainly need those, and it does help to reduce jail. And I think we have a good system, and certainly the commissioners have always been part of that system, and I think it's made us kind of shine to some degree with the commitment the commissioners have had.
And you and Julie do an excellent job of keeping up with and making sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted with regard to these grants, and that makes us more eligible for greater and future grants. So I really appreciate your work.
Well, I know Julie keeps her I's dotted and T's crossed.
I mean, these monies really help you as an adult probation and municipal court probation to be able to hang on to the lives of those that need continued supervision and intervention to make sure that they can come out the other side productively. You guys do a great job on that, and we know what you're facing, and that's a tough job no matter who's doing it. So thanks for what you do.
I appreciate the support.
You bet.
Thank you.
get a motion then to execute a subsidy grant agreement for community-based corrections program between the county and the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction, Division of Parole and Community Services, with no local match required, as referenced in item 18.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Painter.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Ubel.
Yes. No, Julie, thank you. Yep. We couldn't get rid of you, huh, Suki? You just
Came back.
I'm back for financials.
item 19.
Item 19. We have a few supplementals this week. So first, there's two of them in general fund. First, we have the Common Pleas Probation Incentive Award, a $30,000 increase. This is for the Probation Improvement Incentive Grant expenses. They did not plan on the full 2-year grant on this one, so we're going to increase there. Then in General Fund Juvenile Court, we have a retirement, $2,046. And the following three are in the Probation Improvement Grant Fund. First, we have regular salary increase of $2,500. Then we have the fringe increase of $5,500. And finally, we have the other expense increase of $2,000. And this is obviously related to the new grant and the final appropriation of those grant funds.
Okay. Can we get a motion then to approve the supplemental appropriations as referenced in item 19?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Painter.
Yes.
Mr. Ubel.
Yes. We have need for executive session pursuant to section 121.22G1 of the Ohio Revised Code to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of one or more public employees. Can we get a motion to go in executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Painter.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Ubel.
Yes. We'll be right back. We are back from executive session. No decisions were made, no votes taken. We were at the public participation section of the meeting. Any public participation? Mr. Hicks, we've already heard about you from the 9 o'clock email you sent out. Okay. I don't think you have anything germane to add to.
No, I want to read my remarks as oral remarks. Thank you.
No. Out of order, please. Have a seat or remove yourself, either one. But
So I'm not
We've-
allowed to read my remarks?
We've looked at your email from 9 o'clock,
Those
and,
were just the oral remarks I planned to read.
yeah, and I don't feel you have anything to add that we're working on
That's for the
that's
public
germane to the
record. For
commissioners.
the public record, Mr. Commissioner.
Out of order. Either remove yourself or I'll have you removed.
Removed, like you're gonna have me arrested for trying to read remarks?
Would you like to remove yourself, or should we have you removed?
Does that mean you wanna arrest me?
We said you can't say what you're going to say, because you've already read it at 9 o'clock.
I haven't read
You have
it.
nothing new to add. You have nothing germane to what we're working on, so,
You have
either
a public input.
have a
section,
seat.
you're refusing to allow public input.
out of order. You want to remove yourself, or should we have you
I'll ask
removed?
the other two commissioners, do you agree?
Could you have him removed, please? Okay. We'll take a recess as the minutes are prepared, unless there's an addition. No addition, Steve? Okay. We'll recess. All right, we are back from recess as the minutes were prepared, which we've been given copies of. And when you're ready, we can entertain a motion to approve the minutes from July 26, 2017.
So moved.
Hello. Like, what am I doing here?
Second.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes. Anything further? Otherwise, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes. Thank you for coming. See you next Wednesday.